This YCN segment is brought to you by Echo Communications, a digitally integrated commercial printer.
Welcome back, YCN Sports Talk. Jeremy Stout, Andrew Zerhide. One final segment today, and before we get to our Salt Hill Pub picks of the week, we'll just go over some NFL. Like I said, I mentioned a couple times, season kicks off Falcons and Eagles tomorrow night, Thursday night. Eagles raising their Super Bowl banner. And Nick Foles, the starting quarterback. Carson Wentz still not cleared.
Yep.
Of those two teams, Falcons and Eagles, who do you have the most confidence in not winning this game, but getting back to the playoffs? They obviously played each other in the playoffs with the Eagles winning and going on to win the Super Bowl. Who has a better look for this season going into the playoffs, or going into the season?
Yeah, so I think, I really think the Falcons are better than how they finished last year, but I do think the Eagles probably have the better chance. I think they have a pretty similar team to last year. Obviously defending champions, but the Falcons just haven't been able to put it together since really they lost to the Patriots in that really devastating Super Bowl for them. But I mean, they really should be better. You know, Matt Ryan, he's a really good quarterback. Devontae Freeman, they have a lot of pieces. Julio Jones, right? They have a receiving core. So the Falcons, they should be a good team. I think it could be a good game, but I think the Eagles have the better chance to be a better team come playoff time.
Right, and the Falcons play in, I think, much tougher division. They have the Panthers right there and the Saints right there. They'll be all fighting for a playoff berth, so I think the Eagles have a better chance of getting further in the playoffs. Over in the AFC, one of the big questions is how do the Steelers do this year with Le'Veon Bell? What does he do? What's his role? Still hadn't reported earlier this week. I'm sure he's going to be there. But you got to start wondering if he's going to hold out or how much they can gel when he doesn't play as much and sits out.
Yeah, I think he will come back. It's going to be, you know, if the team is going to be willing to just play him completely, or if they're going to kind of discipline him. Maybe I don't know what's going to happen, but I think he'll probably fit in pretty seamlessly. You know, if he comes back and they start him all the time. I mean, he's been in that system for a number of years now. Obviously, same quarterback, same number of guys. I think he'll do well. But yeah, I mean, is he going to continue to hold out? I don't know. If he's not playing, that's a totally different team.
Oh, exactly. And like you said, he does have some familiarity with the coach, obviously, the quarterback, receivers, offensive line. So I think it'll be okay. But you're right. At some point, is he going to keep holding out, or is he going to take a pay cut or sign a new contract? So a loss to keep an eye on. Probably the second best team in the AFC, so we'll keep an eye on that throughout the season.
It's time for the Salt Hill Pub Picks of the Week. Salt Hill Pub, honest food, perfect pints, live music, now here to serve you in 5 locations.
All right, here we are with our first week of the season, the NFL picks, Salt Hill Pub Picks of the Week. And Andrew, we'll start with you. Thursday night's game, Falcons versus the Eagles.
I'm going with the defending Super Bowl champion Eagles. It's basically the same team. I think, you know, Carson Wentz is still down, but Nick Foles, clearly he can win.
Right.
Going with the Eagles.
Yeah, I agree with you. I'm going to take the Eagles as well. Obviously, we see a lot of the times these Thursday night games favors the home team. The opening game, obviously the Patriots lost that last year hosting the Chiefs, but I think the Eagles get the job done in week 1. We move to Sunday, 1 o'clock game, Texans versus the Patriots. As we mentioned, a rematch from last year, Patriots winning by 3. Some different weapons in this game. Who you got on Sunday?
I think it's going to be a tough game, harder for Patriots in past years, but I'm going with New England. I think they're going to have a good game plan. I think Deshaun Watson won't be as good as he was last year. Pats are getting the win.
Yeah, I mean, the other thing about Deshaun Watson, we talk about him getting back to where he was. It might take him a little while. I agree with you. Belichick will come up with a game plan. Patriots get the win. Over in the NFC, 49ers and Vikings, 2 teams we've talked about all preseason. 49ers, a hot team in the West. Vikings, I picked them to get to the Super Bowl. They're going to get to the playoffs, I think, as well as a lot of people. Who do you have in this game?
Vikings are a very good team. I agree with you. They're definitely a strong playoff team. I'm going with Jimmy Garoppolo, and I'm definitely overhyping him like a lot of Pats fans. I think he's going to go 6-0. He's going to continue his win streak. Beat the Vikings. It's going to be a statement win for him.
All right. It's going to be a great game. The Vikings, a lot of the same team. They upgraded at quarterback. Kirk Cousins on the squad now. I go with the Vikings to get that win. Out west in the AFC, Chiefs and Chargers, 2 teams they should battle for that AFC West division.
I'm going with the Chiefs. I think Andy Reid is going to lead his team. They're going to do pretty well this year. And Pat Mahomes and obviously guys like Hill and Hunt. I think they're going to be a really strong offensive team. And hopefully they can continue the ride this year. They started off strong and fell off last year. But I think they're going to have a really good season going with the Chiefs.
All right, I'm going to go with the Chargers. Obviously, their defense is always questionable, but you can never count Phillip Rivers out.
Right.
He can always bring a team back, so I'm going to go with the Chargers to win in Week 1. Again, another NFC battle. Cowboys and Panthers, two teams. The Cowboys, a good team, almost on the cusp.
Right.
And then the Panthers in that tough NFC South division. Who you got in Week 1?
So I'm going with the Cowboys. It's going to be a tough game for them to win. I just think Dak and Zeke are really going to step up. They're going to continue their progression. I think that offense is going to be really hard to stop. I'm going with the Cowboys.
All right, I'm going to disagree with you there. Take the Panthers. Cam Newton, he'll be back. He'll be ready to go. Once again, I think that NFC South division is very tough, and the Panthers start off with a win. Thanks to Andrew Zerhide for joining us. Don't forget, you can catch his show, YCN Sports Wrap, every Friday night. You can check out our show Wednesday night. And also check our website, ycnnow.com. Thanks for watching.